With this season finale, I thought I should bring it home and show you how to plan an epic 2, 3, or 4-day trip through the Canadian Rockies. First up, don't even think about passing by KANANASKIS country. The KANANASKIS Mountain Lodge will immediately have you immersed in that mountain atmosphere. The bar is incredible, the suites have real wood fireplaces, and outside there's a Nordic spa. In no time you'll be singing Rocky Mountain High. Oh, okay, sorry about that. This is where you're going to find the KANANASKIS Country Golf Course. Sadly, they closed here after the Alberta floods in 2013. At the time, the two courses here were ranked in or around the top 50. It was absolutely devastating, but they took this as an opportunity when piecing it back together to eliminate bottlenecks and make it a better player experience. The results are evident, as this year the LORETTE course is back on the top 100. The way this course is built, you rarely see another hole out there. You're just on this mountain journey. Sometimes it feels a little bit more adventure than golf. It's not uncommon to see elk, deer, coyote, and even bears. Oh my. And after a few drives going way farther than they should, I suddenly realized the effects of high altitude golf. I kind of like it. And when you finally come through an amazing 18 holes, Stewart Creek has my pick for the best 19th hole. Canmore is known for being a very active town. I figured I'd try one of their more relaxing adventures.
Is that your hero shot right there?
That's my hero shot, look.
At first I was a little worried about falling into that glacier cold water.
Oh.
But after gaining a bit of confidence on the board, away I went. This day probably doesn't need much of an introduction. Everyone's quite aware of the BANFF Springs Hotel. Although you don't need a room to play the course, if you get a chance to stay at the hotel, even for one night, take it. The course itself is just as beautiful and divine as the hotel. This course does not, and certainly should not, move out of our top 10. You've got the story of Stanley Thompson, along with the rich history of the Rockies that creates this energy here that is unparalleled to anywhere I've played. You just walk around in awe of the surroundings. Is it expensive? You bet. Is it worth playing once? Absolutely. After the round, we're going up. The BANFF gondola takes you to the top of Sulphur Mountain, where you'll find yourself on top of the world. You know, at first you just think it's a gondola ride at the top, but then you get up here and you realize that they've got this unbelievable boardwalk. I mean, given the alternative of having to hike all the way up here, no thanks. This is just about the amount of energy I want to exert in a hike. Day 4 begins with a bit of a drive, but the activity of the day is the drive. And that's because Highway 93 that connects Lake Louise to Jasper is recognized as one of the most iconic drives that you can take. This is where you'll be pulling over to grab those no-filter shots for Instagram. When you finally hit the FAIRMONT Jasper Park Lodge, at first glance you're like, well, here's another beautiful Stanley Thompson course with Rocky Mountains for its backdrop. But then it hits you. What it would have taken for him and his team to visualize and design this back here in the 1920s? The methods and the tools they would have used to pull off this place? It's here that I finally realized Thompson's history and his legacy. This is such a truly unique experience that you have to play. Thanks for watching me this year. Remember, for more epic golf weekends, follow me at The Weekend Golfer.